Under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ohamadike, one of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He is the director of Radio Biafra and her television, the commander of the armies of Biafra and the greatest man living on this planet Earth. And this broadcast is coming to you from me, a servant of the Most High, a servant of the indigenous people of Biafra, and a proud disciple of our lead in the person of Nwachineke. Please, we are back. Really sorry for what happened. I can't just tell exactly what really happened, but suddenly there was a break in transmission and I have to restart everything. I don't care wherever it's coming from, but the thing is, we are back. Let's try to share the broadcast once again from the Rapture Media, from the Facebook and other places, so that our viewers can return back and know that we are back. Continue with our news analysis. For us, for Zoo, the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, we are here to destroy the zoo. We are here to help them to destroy the zoo physically, because for them, they have destroyed the zoo inwardly, which you can say is spiritual. They have eaten the zoo deep. Who ate it? The criminal element called themselves politicians. They have eaten everything inside. So the zoo is just about to, so openly we would help them to destroy by telling the people the truth. Not that we are going to bomb the zoo or whatever, no. By opening up all the evil they are doing, helping in understanding, and as well giving the solution on how it could be done on a democratic dispensation, democratically, so that nobody will say you do this, you do that, or whatever. Because we understand how they normally blame the oppressed, how the oppressor in other part of the world will be blaming the oppressed. We understand all those games, and we are not going to make that mistake. So we are here to help you to know what the damages the zoo are doing to you and how to repel back. So as I was saying in my analysis, I was telling the story. I was analyzing what happened in Taraba State under the watch of Darius Dixon Ishiako. Darius Dixon Ishiako is the governor of present Taraba, is the present governor of Taraba State. And look at the scam of the century they did to their own people. Despite their federal allocation, the revenue, all the whole money they have been sitting on is not enough for them. They still want to scam the poor. They still want to destroy. I tell you, they are there just to drain your energy. These people have only 160 vacants of employment in Taraba State, just 160. They now decided to use that 160 to trade. What happened? They issue out forms. They issue out form, employment form, telling people to come and buy the form. You will be enrolled into a particular job, maybe civil defense and all those useless jobs in the Zoological Republic. And these poor, wretched, innocent, indigent, and citizens of their state manage. You know what 3,000 naira is in the Zoological Republic. Don't use the mentality, the understanding of you staying in diaspora to quantify what I'm saying. I want you to bring yourself down to the local person who will be accepting a salary of minimum wage of 20,000 naira. I want you to put yourself in that level so that you will understand, because that is the problem most of us normally get. I want you to put yourself in that level, then you begin to have the feelings. These people were able to look for 3,000 naira. 3,000 naira. They begin to look for 3,000 naira and they bought this form, hoping that their government will employ them, maybe keep them somewhere, and they will be receiving a salary of 20 or 25,000 per month. At least use it to be managed in their life. What happened? At the end of the day, after collecting 3,000 naira from 10,000 indigenous people in Taraba State, they now open the camp. It was only 160 people were employed. In order not to cause commotion, they told them that it is a chance of 1,850 something. In other words, giving them hope. They are trying to give them hope so that they will not revolt. If you try to revolt, they say, this is like first batch, you want to take this 160, then the other one. Knowing you as a zoologian, when the pain is, you just forget about it and look for another thing, because that is the way. Then you take your phone, you calculate 3,000 times 10,000 naira. You now see a huge amount of 30 million naira that this man has scammed from his own wretched people. Tell me, what are they going to do with this money? He will just use it to fly to Dubai. He will use it to give his girlfriend. Not that they will gather all this money, let's say, for taxation and utilize it what the tax money is made for. For me, I will even say increase the tax, collecting money from people, and let the country be in good time. But it's not working in that way. He will use that money finally with his cohort and take it to go and buy houses and drink champagne and live where people are dying. And this is the zoo. You are clapping hand. These are the same people that are recycling themselves from governor to senate, from senate to minister, from minister to this, to appointment, to national chairman, to this and that. These are the things you start seeing them moving. 65, 70, 75, 80. You see them, the same people, my dear brothers and sisters. This one happened in Taraba State. And let's take the news in details. In case you are joining us, we are just back again. Just try to share the broadcast, share it, continue to share the broadcast from the device you are listening, from the platform you are listening, so that people who were with us will know that we are back, so that they will continue to enjoy this wonderful gospel that the Elohim Spirit is speaking through us. Some youth seeking to secure job in Taraba State Civil Service have revealed how the state government extorted money from them through its Civil Service Commission. A source told FIG that thousands of youth seeking jobs in the 16 local governments in the state were extorted by commission after they were asked to pay 3,000 naira per form. This is despite having some budgetary fund allocated to the commission for recruitment purposes. So I don't know the reason why for that form in particular, for that money in particular, because there was a money released for that form for us to see. Meanwhile, after collecting 3,000 naira for job form from about 10,000 persons, only 160 applicants were finally selected. The source said in February this year, the commission conducted a recruitment exercise where applicants' forms were sold for 3,000 naira. He added that John Mammon, the commissioner's chairman, had announced via Taraba television on April 2 that only 1,825 out of the approximately 10,000 people, 10,000 applicants would be recruited. Could you imagine? Even though if finally they employed 1,825 out of 10,000 people. Could you imagine? You keep on selling the form, you know, before you come out to tell people that there is vacancy here, you have already known the number of people to employ. You have already known the number of people to employ. You don't tell me that you don't know. This is government. Everything's supposed to work normal. There must be statistics down. So this is a pure scam. Even the man to come out in the television and tell them that it is 1,820 something is still a scam. He can't defend himself by selling 10,000 forms. Why are we saying all these things? Is for everybody to wake up. The zoo cannot help you. Whether you are in the north, in the west, any place you find yourself, this contraption cannot help you. What the contraption will continue to be doing is to corrupt your own people to destroy you. These are indigents of Taraba in their own state government. Then which government again are you expecting to help you? Is it my own? Is it my own that will come and help you? It's not possible. If your own local government, your own state will do all these things to you, you don't have hope. Just have it in mind, you don't have hope. That is why everybody need to revolt. They are telling you take your PVC. PVC banza. PVC nka banza ne wallahi nagiamaka. Your PVC is nothing, it's nonsense, cannot help you. What will help you is to revolt over this. Tell them you are not interested in 2023. Fight for referendum, fight for restructuring, fight for resource control, fight for your constitution, whatever you may call it, under democratic terms. You have the democratic right to fight for it. I'm telling you. If not, you continue to see this kind of thing. Every local government, listen to what they're saying. Among the 1,825 successful ones that will be successful, but the youth are not sure if this will be continued after the first set of applicants were engaged on Monday. The first 160 people, they are now promising them that they are coming for 1,825. The people knows already that they are not sure, they are not going to hope. It's just like that. Every local government, all these ones are just nothing. The thing is that they have scammed their people 30 million naira. They have scammed 10,000 poor people 30 million naira. They have scammed them. Because if you calculate the money, it will amount to 30 million. When there is no more money to loot in the federal purse, what you'll be seeing is this kind of thing. They start chasing people. Even to the extent, don't you know that even the roja they are collecting on the road, those money they are collecting on the road, Alkali has share over it. DPO has share over it. You may look at it and say it's too dirty, but not knowing that the big boss has share. At the end of the day, they will divide it. Take the one. If they don't bring good return, they change the people there. These are the things that are happening in the zoo. The kind of dirty things that are happening in the zoo over the poor. Keep on oppressing the poor. Keep on oppressing the poor every day, and nobody will tell you. And when we come out and tell, even the poor one, they won't even believe. They will fight you. When you go to the commentary sections where all this news are being egged out, you see where the people will be attacking people who are telling them the truth. Then you get weak if you are not strong. But we must continue. We are not going to relent. As for the zoo is destined to disintegrate. That is it, because it's not a natural enclave. It's not a natural enclave. It's not going to be there. Definitely, the nature will fight against anything unnatural in a natural world. It's very obvious. Write it down. The nature will fight anything unnatural in a natural world. They are not supposed to be. If anything enters into your body will try to remove it by all means. By all means, because it's not part of it. It's either through boil, or you pass it through excretion. It will get out of your body, because both of them are not supposed to be there. We must continue. Let's take another news. Terrorists kill one, abduct 9 others, including policewoman in Kaduna. Kaduna is still boiling. In case you are not aware, kidnapping is still going on. Nobody is making an attempt to go and fight, to go and do something in Kaduna. We all know this Kaduna we are talking about. This Kaduna, among all the whole state in the Zoological Republic, I don't think that there is any state that has a more security outfit than the zoo. Sorry, than Kaduna. I don't think there is any state that has security institutions in a particular state than Kaduna. You see NDA, you see this, you see that, but look at what is happening there. And you tell me it's not a deal? Are you telling me it's not a deal, brother? Are you telling me that government don't know what is happening? Forget about their crocodile tears and the interview they grant them. Are you telling me that a state with such security institutions, both colleges, to police colleges, that, all those things, barracks, Kaduna state has highest, more than any other state. Still, that is the headquarter of the terrorists, of the bandits that have metamorphosed to terrorism. Living in that state, operating freely, openly killing people, maiming, no reaction, no attack, nothing. They are just doing their things. They are just doing their things and they are excelling. And you tell me that it's not a game. Then when I preach my own to tell you the way out, somebody will come and tell me rubbish. You are just wasting your time. We know the game more than you. And we know how to battle it. And what we are doing is the way. And as days goes on, we will intensify it more and more. As long as Elohim is in heaven, pumping strength in us, revealing things to us, giving us life. We are not going to use our life for useless things. Maybe you go to club, you drink, you waste your energy in lives that are somehow, so a man will waste his energy on a woman and all. No, you use it in Biafra struggle. In as much as Elohim gives us the strength, we'll continue to expose them, telling you the gospel truth. How will Kaduna State be boiling to this level, despite Kaduna State has the highest amount of security institution, both college, you this, Kaduna NDA, but still that is the place that these bandits, these criminals are operating freely now. Something is happening. Until they reveal it, until they stop it, until they tell you, you won't know. But we are here to tell you if you want to know. You have sense. Let's continue. At least one person was killed and 9 others abducted. A policewoman abducted when terrorists attacked Kamazo area in Chikun local government area of Kaduna South, Kaduna State on Monday night. This one happened on Monday night. The attack, which occurred around 9 p.m., left the entire community tense, with residents running in different directions to escape the fury of the gunmen. According to a resident of the community, the person killed, who is a commercial motorcycle rider, was dropping off the policewoman at her house when the attackers struck, and the man died. This man just used his hand, go by waiting killer with his tricycle. Because the place he picked this woman, had it been he was there, he wouldn't have died. After killing the motorcycle rider, the terrorists abduct the policewoman alongside 2 of her children, taking them with the others to a yet to be identified location. The gunmen came into the community through a bush path leading through the expressway. They abducted some residents they met on their way in before coming across the motorcycle rider, dropping off the policewoman at her house. They killed the man and kidnapped the woman together with her kids. Eyewitness reporting. Spokesperson for the police in Kaduna, Mohammed Jalige, did not respond to calls and text messages sent to him over the issue. Each time I'm reading such news, I enjoy this place. He won't respond. My Fafa name. Why will he respond? Why will he respond? So this is the activities that are still going on in Kaduna State. People are being killed. Kidnappers are going on freely, ravaging families, evil. The question is, why Kaduna State? Why Kaduna State? Despite the institutions of forces that have been there for a very long time, still they cannot save the state. That is the question you need to ask. And these are the things you will give yourself the answer. And by the time you give yourself the answer, you will do what? Support us in what we are doing. Very, very important, because ESN must be equipped. ESN must be equipped. ESN must be equipped. We must continue. But my annoyance is that the southern Kaduna people don't understand what is going on, and they don't want to do the needful. They don't want to do the needful because they're supposed to fight. They're supposed to fight. This is not something you just come out and This is not something you just come out and talk anyhow. You must continue. You must continue. You must continue. Very, very important. There is this news I would like us to take some energy and explain one or two things that are happening in the Zoological Republic, mostly in the military, that people are not aware of. I would like us to look into this news. They said that terrorists sacked Nigerian military base in the same Kaduna I'm talking about, killed 11 soldiers and 3 vigilantes. The same Kaduna that we are talking about. Now they have started attacking the military to tell you that indeed the game is changing. This game is changing. They came in as headers. Now there are no more headers. There are no more bandits. From their operations, you will know that there are no more bandits. From the operation, you understand that there are no more bandits. The same Kaduna. Please, is a question we need to try to find the answer on your own. Why this Kaduna at all time? Despite all the security institutions that are in that state, but still the state is experiencing the worst terrorist attack so far after Zamfara State. After Zamfara State and the Borno State. The state is experiencing, and this state is at the center, almost at the center of the country. And look at the state, look at the federal capital. The state has enough opportunity to be secured or not to be invaded in this way. But despite that, the state is experiencing the worst. It shouldn't be, brothers. It shouldn't be. This is the time we need to tell ourselves the truth. We must continue. At least 11 soldiers were killed after some terrorists locally doubled as bandits raided the Nigerian military base in Powell village in Gwari local government area of Kaduna State. These are the so-called bandits. So, you know, the press have started changing the name to terrorists because that is who they are. That is who they are. They are no more bandits. These are terrorists. Because we must remember a statement by Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, Abubakar Ahmed Gumi. Sheikh Abubakar Ahmed Gumi said something that if these people goes in alliance with Boko Haram, that it will be very dangerous, not knowing that this is what is going to happen. That is catfighting he's giving. And I listened to the interview of Professor Yusuf Osman, the pally. He's a pally to Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. Both of them were the one moving to the camps of these terrorists, meeting them, discussing with. Could you imagine? Let's say if any Igbo prominent man come out now and tell you that he has moved to some certain camps of the ESN and come out, that man will be arrested instantly. But these are the people who were going to their camps. And the same man mentioned the same thing Gumi said then, that now they are seeing a marriage. They are seeing a marriage between these bandits and the ISWAP. And it's telling us the danger. Whereby these are the things they organized. And it's happening in Kaduna State presently. If such a thing will happen in Kaduna State, no state is safe. With all the security agency that have been installed in Kaduna for a very long time, this thing is still happening in Kaduna State. No reprisal, no quenching, nothing. You need to think. You need to know the danger you are facing. I tell you, it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you live. Because maybe finally now, this is how to bring in ISWAP inside the center of the zoo. This is how to bring ISWAP inside the center of the zoo so that they can operate. Just as we know now that they have started moving towards Kogi. The area of Kogi, the one that are camping in Kogi State now are the one that are going to face the south. The one that are going to face the south. Then, if they can capture Kaduna completely, these are strategic warfares. These are strategic warfare. They have designed the map of the zoo and how to destroy the zoo, because they are sure that the people at the hem of affair, the people that on top are their own brothers. Nothing will happen to them. The police, the military, the immigration, all of them, the custom, all of them, they are the one there. So if they capture Kaduna, Kaduna will focus within the middle belt. Already Niger State is gone, you know that. Middle belt. Then the one they will push towards Kogi will face the south. Then they will open the whole border from the north for the remaining one to come. That is the fulanization. Everybody will bend down and the zoo will be finished. Abuja will just be swallowed, just like where you are eating tuwo masara, where you are eating fufu. Abuja will be swallowed instantly, because you are watching how they are just ravaging this Kaduna state, doing all they are doing, entering, gaining ground gradually. The other day was NDA, nothing happened. Could you imagine attacking NDA and we just end it up in story? We just end it up in story. Now you cannot move within Abuja Kaduna highway. No way to know. How have they tried? Have the military tried to do what? To clear that bush? Nothing, no effort. They have not, they don't want to do anything. They know the game they are planning there, and it's going to be successful the way it is. And they are turning the mind of every idiot in the zoo to focus on 2023. They bring out Jagaban, they bring out Atiku, they bring out one criminal, one idiot, and people you see use MFL. They are jumping up and down, not knowing that they are sitting on time bomb. That is why a black man is an idiot, a foolish idiot. Che Guevara. That is why he left the revolution. He came to help the African people in 60s. He left it and returned back. He said that African man cannot put the need of his freedom above his stomach. Everybody just, those companies, just you go and get 10,000, 20,000, 15,000, you eat it, it's finished. By the time it's finished, then the next thing you see is Al-Shabaab in front of your house. Look at Kaduna State with all the police military force institution in Kaduna. More than any other state in the zoo. Still, look at how they are ravaging it. To the extent they are attacking the base. Let's continue with the news. I know why I'm saying this thing, for you to have more understanding. I don't know the word to use to explain it for you. But I believe, as I have echoed it, if you think about it, you ask yourself a question, you will understand and know that what we are telling you is the truth and nothing but the truth. A source who disclosed this said the incident occurred on Monday. There is a very powerful incident that happened in Kaduna. Military base we attack. Military base we attack. Nobody. They hide this news. They try to hide it. He said the bandit came in large number on motorcycle and engaged the troop in a battle that lasted for 2 hours before dislodging them. The 3 members of the Kaduna vigilante group were also killed during the attack. A military signal exclusively. Okay, this one is this thing. So on the process of this attack, 11 soldiers died. 3 vigilantes died in Kaduna, and they raided the military base and burned the armor tank. And these people that did this thing now are still moving about in Kaduna forest. You know, within Kaduna, Abuja, Nasarawa, they have a very thick forest. Their forest is very thick, and that is where these people are hiding now. The forest is more thicker than the one in the northern Sahel, like in the Sokoto, them and whatever. This one, with air bombardment, you may not see them. I'm telling you, you can't see them, because they have some rainforest trees there. They can hide. You can't see them. Than the one in Zamfara, the one in Kebbi, the forest in Borno State. If you have lived within the area, I'm telling you, These people that attacked this military base we are talking now are still within that forest. And the government is aware and nobody is doing anything. Is this not danger? Is it not enough for you to wake up and be against the country you are into and understand the danger and know that these people are trying to use 2023 to fool you? To fool you. To the extent of bombing your train and wanted to attack airports. This is the season they wanted to finish the thing, but it's like they failed and they are re-strategizing themselves somewhere. You don't know how it's going to come out again. And according to Professor Yusuf Osman, the Pali to Sheikh Abubakar Ahmed Gumi, in that interview, he said that the worst is coming. And you can't quench it with the military, as he said. Moreover, which of the military? How many remain? How many people are still in soldier? And how many are ready to die? Let's say you are still in this Kaduna, this thing now, you see 11 is down with all the people. Won't you drop your gun and run away? How much are they paying you? 30,000, 40,000 that you will die unnecessary. Think of your wife and children. Come on. Even if you don't have money, you return back home. Your son come and embrace you. You hold him. That chemistry, that emotion, that natural warm up from your body to his body is something else. Don't deny it for that child, but for you to go and die in the forest, in the bush, for criminals who are the one causing this problem. I'm talking to the soldiers. I'm talking to you. If you are, don't go and so you people hate us when we are talking, but look at your life. Are you telling me that if Nigeria is normal, just like that, terrorists will just invade a whole zoological republic and be gaining advantage like that? The hand of government is not there. What was the statement of Sani Abacha? That if terrorists lasted for 2 days or 3 days, how did he put it? That the government is involved. Government is involved. And look at how your colleagues, your comrades, your fellow soldiers are dying as if they are not human beings. And these people keep quiet. Even the money made for. In that news, they were analyzing the money made for this thing. The money they release, they eat it, they pocket it. We all know the story of, what's his name? This criminal that is the ambassador to Benin Republic, Yusuf, Lieutenant General Yusuf Toko Buratai. Buratai, how he brought out $1 billion, arranged everything, take his own portion, gave to the National Assembly before he resigned. He retired. And soldiers are dying on their numbers. Gradually they are dying. And know that you are fighting an ideological war. These people are recruiting people free of charge, fighting you, that they are claiming that they are paying salary. They will defeat you. As a soldier, what you're supposed to do is that if you can't cause mayhem in the barrack there, just drop your gun quietly, just go home. It's better for you. It's better for you. Even if you engage into agriculture, it's better for you. You enjoy life with your children with the little you have than to die miserably. For a country that don't care about you, for a country that don't care about you at all. This thing happened in a barrack in Kaduna State. That's what I'm asking you. All these things are happening in Kaduna. Kaduna has the highest force institution. It's still going on. And nobody is talking. You cannot understand the game. They let Saint Obadiah Melafia, may his of a blessed memory, reveal everything to us. That one of the governor is the commander of the Boko Haram, and he killed that man, and he killed him. And the man is still in government. He's still the governor. They did not declare state of emergency. They did not impeach him. Nobody is disturbing his government. And you keep quiet. You are dying for him unnecessarily. Come on. Make sense. Have sense, black man. Reason. Reason, black man. We need to reason. Reason. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service 2, coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London, under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike, one of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is the director of Radio Biafra and her television, the commander of the armies of Biafra and the greatest man living on this planet Earth. And this broadcast is coming to you from me, a servant of the Most High, a servant of the indigenous people of Biafra, and a proud disciple of our leader in the person of Nwachineke. In case you are joining us, we are still here streaming live on Radio Biafra Hausa-Service 2 and from the platform of Radio Biafra London. We are here to do the needful thing. Just continue. You will be blessed by the message, by the gospel that is coming up. Finally, let's take this news. This news is a question to Igbo Efulefus. Is a question to Igbo Efulefu. Nigeria's opposition party PDP abandons zoning, throws presidential ticket open. Now you see the game. You see the game. No, the turn has come for an Igbo man, because under normal circumstances, let's say we agree in the zoo something. Sometimes when I do some analysis, somebody will come call you. You did not follow the broadcast. If you understand, you know what I'm trying to explain. Is to bring out the stupidity of Igbo people, and for the younger generation that are still following them to understand. That is why sometimes we analyze the politics in the zoo, not that we are part of it. You need to understand what I'm trying to say. It has come to the turn of everybody know that it's supposed to be the turn of the East to present at least one idiot to be their president from there. But it has reached there, and the PDP is like their party. It's like the Eastern party, their favorite party, because it was formed by one of the illustrious son, led Alex Ekweme, with the good job he did during the military. Now, everybody was hoping maybe because Igbos did not support APC or did not vote or whatever, maybe it will come through PDP. Look at the game they have played now with all the whole gaga. Both this champagne drinker, the little Hitler in Iguacha, both that one, all the whole shenanigans. Look at finally now. Look at the conclusion of the PDP that is not going to be zoning. They are going to throw it out. Then everybody have to wrestle. You know, that kind of thing. Agani again, or is your luck, something of that, because it has come. But during the time of after Olusegun Obasanjo, that they want the power to return back to the north. That time they decided that power must go back to the north. They did not throw it open, no. Say it's going to be open, let's drag it. They made it specific that the power will go to the north, which they brought in the dead Yaradua. Now they have thrown it out. And tell me any idiot, any criminal from the east that can compete with the giant criminals from the north. None. Tell me who. Is it Okorausa? Is it Ekperimojo Sokalo? Who? Which one of them? Which one of them that can compete? Or is it Peter Obi? Those ones is doing, it's just a game. Who? Nobody. You see how they do Igbo things when it comes to Igbo. All these things are handwritings on the wall by Chukwu Kabiama, telling us that we are not supposed to be with these people. Maybe you believe, maybe you don't believe. I always stand on the word of God. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. For you are a chosen people, a royal priest, a holy nation, God's very own possession. As a result, you can show others the goodness of God. For he called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. That is who you are. This word was derived, Peter derived this illustration from Exodus 19. We start reading from verse 4. Peter drew it out there. That is who we are. We are the people of the book. There is nothing you will do to be good in the zoo. But our criminals, parading themselves as politicians, who are blocking the view of people that are behind them, will not agree. But it pains me, why we analyze this, and it pains me that you, the younger youth, who's supposed to use bazooka to blow these criminals out of your way and tell the world what you want, and you take it by yourself as well, will be the one clapping hands for them, doing campaign for them, printing poster for them, because they have given you 5,000, 10,000. They have given you some money to smoke, to drink. That's all. See the news in details. The People's Democratic Party PDP has thrown its presidential ticket open for 2023 election open. This means the party has abandoned zoning, an issue that had been a major topic to disclose in recent time with many Southerners opening that presidency should be zoned to the south in 2023. It's no more like that. The decision, reliably gathered, was reached during a meeting on Tuesday of the 37-man committee set up by the party to decide the zone to get its presidential ticket for the next year election. The committee, headed by the governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, was set up to March 17 to find an amicable solution to the issue of zoning. The party had been divided between leaving its presidential ticket for aspirants from all regions of the country to contest or ceding it to the south as a mark of fairness, considering that President Muhammadu Buhari of the All Progressive Congress, who is a northerner, would have completed 2 terms of 4 years each by May 2023. The situation was further aggravated by the announcement made by the ruling party, All Progressive Congress, on February 22, 2022, that it has ceded its presidential ticket to the south. This caused further divisions among PDP stakeholders, some of who believe that anything short of zoning the ticket to the south would be an injustice. You see how they are throwing it now, using what APC to do to compare their own. The game, the essence of all these things we are reading, let's summarize it, is to fool an Igbo man. That's all. Forget about no matter how they put it, is to fool you an Igbo man. And for those who are wise, is for them to understand that indeed you are not needed in the zoo. If you continue to parley with the Fulanese in the zoo, with the northerners, with the westerners, you cannot go anywhere. You remain slave, just as it was in Egypt. Just to conclude my broadcast, my analysis. In Egypt, Israel worked very hard. Even when Israel have Joseph, Israel was still a slave. The amount of Joseph you have, you still remain a slave, in as much as you are in the land that is not of yours. It's very, very important. Until you pull yourself out of that land by the grace of the God that have called you. Until you do that, that is the time you will be free, and free completely. There's no any other way. All the things you see they are doing because the APC has thrown to the south. Now, no need for PDP to do this, that. Just telling you all manner of cock and bull stories. Brother, that is why we must fight hard. This message is for us to work hard to make sure we get out of the zoo. To work hard to make sure that we restore Biafra. It doesn't matter what it will cost us. What again that is more precious than life? Are we not dying? Have they not killed us? Are they not ready to kill? So, what is it? We must remember the Igbo adage. We will not let the death of our own comrades, the one that fall within our own time we saw it, and the one that fall when we are not born, our ancestors, our fathers in 67 to 70, to just be a waste. It is our duty to fight. Nothing good will ever come out of Nigerian politics, mostly to favor an Igbo man. Is impossible. It is impossible. And you see the issue of insecurity. If mistakenly they elect somebody who is not a Fulani Muslim in the north, I'm telling you, the crisis will increase more and more. This time you know that these people, both the Hausa people that will come out and lament, that is the time all of them will be telling you that that man there is not their tribe or it's not their religion. Man, I'm telling you what is in the zoo. It can never happen. And when you hand them over the power, just as they are holding it, they will destroy it. Nothing. Imagine what the Minister of Finance is telling us, that they are going to share 20 billion naira to people, giving people 5,000. What kind of nonsense is that? How can this thing help economy? Economy that is dying. Brother, think of this. Nothing good will come out of Fulani. You're giving people money to eat food, that's all. And that is their own mentality in the north. You are sharing money every month, you share, and you are borrowing money. You are borrowing money, you are sharing it for food. You are not thinking of how to invest such money. 20 billion is not a small money. 20 billion is not a small money. If they have brain of investment, they would have invested that money in some state in the Northern Zoological Republic, and they will employ some of their useless people there to work. Every month they give them minimum wage of 20,000 than for you to go and give person 20,000. Maybe at most he will eat it for 1 month and he'll come out and be begging. And these are the people we are submitting ourselves to. These are people that are ruling us for years. These are people that are deciding for us, telling us what to do and what not to do. And these are people that would go and sleep with our leaders, our political leaders, ask them to remove their boxers and desecrate them, destroy them. And when they come back home, he will boasting that I will bomb Jawa, I will bomb Bolo, I will do that is the only thing you get. Unless you and I will revolt this thing now, we just forget about it. Unless we will revolt it, nothing again is left for us, brother. Nothing. Forget about your money. You can't even enjoy your money. You, even if you like, use green and white green, paint your car green and white green, take the Nigerian flag, put on top, wear green and white green so that you can be cruising. It doesn't, bandit can kill you. Even your brother who is hungry can come and kidnap you, collect ransom. Nothing, there is no way you can enjoy in the zoo. Is dead, is cannot work. Satan can come out and attack you. The only way is what we are telling you, which is this way. Biafra restoration. Biafra restoration. Biafra restoration. Don't look at politicians. Don't look at any elected or selected or appointed, and don't look at what they are talking. They cannot help you. Very, very important, brothers. And we will continue to speak. Thank you very much. We will be right back. We'll be right back.